Hi, Kipsters. Today's Thursday. That means you need to take a picture of your work and turn it in on Class Dojo or on Google Classroom. So that at the end of this lesson, make sure to have someone in your house take a picture of your work. Today, we're still in the chapter A Lost Button from Frog and Toad Are Friends. Today, you're going to be using context clues to find the meaning of a word. So we're going to be thinking about what's happening on the page. We're going to read the words that come before and after the words that we're trying to figure out. We might look at the pictures or the illustrations. And so we're going to be defining a couple of words or phrases today. This is the first page that we're going to look at, and we're going to do this one together, and then you're going to do one on your own. The next day, Toad gave his jacket to Frog. Frog thought that it was beautiful. He put it on and jumped for joy. None of the buttons fell off. Toad had sewed them on very well. So, Kipsters, the phrase that we're going to focus on is jumped for joy. So we're going to stop and think, what do you think it means when the author says he put it on and jumped for joy? So we're thinking. Yeah, those are some really great ideas. He put it on and jumped for joy. We know that joy means happy, and we can see him jumping. Let's look at him and see what we think he's feeling. So happy, excited. So he's jumping for joy. So I think that when the author says jumped for joy, he was showing how happy he was. He was so happy on the inside that he started jumping and smiling on the outside. So, Kipsters, when we did that just now, we looked at the words, we reread the page, we thought about what was happening. We know that he just got a pretty cool jacket with lots of buttons on it. We used our picture. And so now you're going to do all of those things with a different word. Here on the page, it says, what do you think the word wailed means? So you're going to be working on the word wailed today. We're going to go back and read the page where this word shows up before we look at the rest of the questions. Kipsters, you can read along with me as I go. We're going to start at a raccoon. A raccoon came out from behind a tree. I heard that you were looking for a button, he said. Here is one that I just found. That is not my button, wailed Toad. That button is square. My button was round. Toad put the square button in his pocket. Let's go back up to wailed. That is not my button, and I see an exclamation point, wailed Toad. So first, we're going to think, how would Toad sound saying that is not my button with an exclamation at the end? I want you to say that is not my button the way that you think Toad would be saying it here. Well, I really believe that it's not your button. And so we're going to try to figure out, we're going to try to figure out, what does wailed mean? So usually after someone's speaking, we see said Toad or shouted Toad or yelled Toad. So what does wailed mean? There are a few questions here on this page to help us figure that out. How do you think he feels after finding so many buttons that weren't his? What do you think Toad would be feeling after finding so many buttons over and over and none of them were the right one? Yeah, I agree. How do you think he would say, that is not my button? So you already practiced that with me. How would you feel when you're looking for something and you just can't find it? And you wanted to say, that is not my button, or that is not my shoe, or that is not my backpack. If you'd been looking all day and your family kept giving you things and they just were the wrong things, what would you be feeling? Yeah, I'd be pretty frustrated. So right now, you're going to tell us what you think the word whaled means. So if you don't already have a piece of paper and a pencil, pause this video, go and grab those, and then you're going to write, I think the word whaled means, and then tell us why you think that. And Kipsters, we know that you're going to do such a great job telling us about the word whaled today, and we cannot wait to see the picture of your work. Don't forget to turn it in, and we'll see you for reading tomorrow.